A Hellfire missile takes 60 seconds from launch to strike.
Is this the end of technological man?
The hour of doom is at hand.
It's an apocalyptic future.
It seems you'd love to tell all about these spooky little tales of Judgment Day.
Doomsday.
The apocalypse itself will be part of the process of evolution.
It denotes Judgment Day.
Is this the end?
The herald of the apocalypse, the harbinger of death.
Day of Doom is here!
Activate disintegrators.
It's his last swan song. If he sipped success, it didn't go down well like some bad wonton. He damaged, deprived, and frail. He see a different size and scale like the eye of a whale. Writing in braille, reading in Morse code. His face broken and his speech even more so. Got the keys to the wardrobe, releasing the raws of the lion. Flows hoarse with a cold and a sore throat. He don't know where the sword goes, so he tore so many holes in his torso. Talks slow at a mysterious pace. Theories of space and time. Now he deteriorate from the fear he escaped. His mind nearly regained consciousness when they peered at his face in the Operation Doomsday. They not mistaken. Lay him down, stop the shaking. He awakened from the God-forsaken curse the doctor gave him. Locked away in a mind prison, they fed him divine wisdom and revealed what was inside hidden.
What's happening out there?
Who the hell is this man?
Don't listen to trap, he said tripwires, hitman for hire. If you want him, then bid higher. Leave the truck with a slit tire, ain't trying to impress the dick riders. Just spit rhymes, aim low like hip fire. Got a thick slice of cake from shorty in the lip liner. Tiny waist and thick thighs, fine as can be. Doom holder to a higher degree. The lady waits at the banister as he raised complaints with the manager. She stayed the same since he married her, saved his face with the mask. So he played the game as a character wrestling Zangief, draining his stamina. He a relic and antique, chasing poachers through an elephant stampede. Their man weak with a belly yellow as can be, like a pelican's damn beak.
He wants to go on testing more bombs.
Well, I guess there's nothing for us to worry about. We're the ones that have the bomb.
Look at the sky.
Something is happening.
We're talking about universal Armageddon.
End is nigh.
Woke up to the alarm, he set and look at the stars, they heading for Armageddon. The cattle saw it coming before the farmer fed him. Armored head and metal on his arm and legs, but he never disarmed the weapon of mass destruction. The blast was coming, the army dreaded this moment since they smashed the button. His bars behead him, the priest blessed the deceased. After the psalms he read them. The End Is Nigh was once a friendly guide to the brainwash and cleansed his mind. The mask covered the damage before they mend his eye. 1928 came back round, it's the new millennium. The mic seen better days, sat down with the rumors spreading them. The crew forgetting the moon, be telling them secrets and doom will get them. They rush in the shops and they take shit, dozens of boxes of stuff, but they lost the first aid kit. Heard they was Russians on watch. He took a look at his watch in amazement, hands crooked, the clock was shaking, clouds mushy, the bombs is blazing. Alone in his occupation, the station's changing, he hear it through the wire.
The end is nigh.
You have to fear it to desire it. They query who they'd hire for the job, interviewing clients as the fog smother the streets. Blood on the beaches, leeches look for a decent meal, but there's nothing to eat. The bunkers are locked up behind guards with truncheons. It's potluck who survived the catastrophe. Every man for himself, no time for philanthropy. Doom got the mic in his grasp, and it might be the last time that he has to spit these rhymes that he mastered. So he tap into the radio waves and reach the people despite the disaster.
Sometimes he gives us ones that we don't want to hear.
He gives us strength.
was the last mic left. Still feeling the effects of last night's sesh. He found a bottle of Jack, stashed tight inside a magpie's nest, with a couple cigars he smoked on the hood of his car. Half a liter later and he wrote so many rhymes he need another piece of paper. Left the mic in the hideout and hit the road. It was bright out despite clouds of smoke, but he used to that, found a rope could be used for that. He sat on the pavement and folded the scooter. Took another smoke and loaded the Ruger, taking no chances. This road was unknown, the soldiers and troops be patrolling for loot. The house across the way had plenty holes in the roof. He'd go over and snoop around, found a broken computer with no router. Pressing on the keys, they don't do shit, so useless. Just like his hope, he alone and there's no future. His reflection on the screen, the definition of a remote user. Took what he could and rode through the woods back to the control room. Never found a notepad, but it ain't so bad. He connected the mic and pulled up an old chair. Another broadcast to an unknown ear, but he don't care, no fear. Even though he don't know who gone here. Still got half a bottle of whiskey, but there's only one beer. It's unclear how nuclear this new year is. Got a few theories he expressed in his shrewd lyrics. Sat between two mirrors contemplating his true spirit. It's lonely behind the switchboard. Who knows how long he sit for, but all he need is one mic. He learned that from Esco, trying to project hope. He the only voice that remained, spitting facts on the transmission with no other noise but the rain. What's up, y'all? This your man Doom reporting again. If anybody out there, come holler back. In the meantime, we gon' get right into these bars, so buckle up. You a lion, a cheetah with no chance, like trying to beat a lion, a cheetah, or a flying Vegeta in a fight. Doom keep a defiant demeanor while he diving in deeper than science teachers, trying to find the meaning behind the minds of the Bible believers, writing a thesis on Jesus Christ the Redeemer. Rubbed the wrong side of a genie bottle and got a death wish, but time is a healer, burned the eyes of the reaper in a scary match. Scared his ass, had him running back faster than a wide receiver. He the type to defeat you, grinding his teeth, dying to meet you, so he can eat your insides like a piece of pie or a pizza. Leave you white as a sheet without providing a reason. He going in like the tide on the beach, bright as a beacon of light, treating the mic as a feeding device, finding the key to his life that's been hiding his secrets.
Death wish.
So sick he rhymed with a fever, riding the beat with all type of diseases. Right at home you still wiping your feet, untying your sneakers. He designed an elite style, have you seen it? Writing is neat and tidy, even when high as a meteorite, showing the signs of a genius. In his genes is a virus last seen in a pirate at sea, dying for treason, reborn, crying and screaming about the gold in the chest. He closed it tight as can be, that's why he be wheezing, holding his breath, tired of breathing. He go for a rest, trying to sleep, but his mind isn't dreaming. He hide from the demons inside. They come alive in the evening, he having daymares, and at night he defeat them, but they stay there hid in plain sight, and he sees them, won't leave them alone, and he don't know why, but he need them.
It's a death wish.
So, the genie is out of the bottle then.
Death wish.
Sometimes it's better to keep the genie in the bottle.
Cookin beats in the dark, the flame bring heat and it spark creativity. His delivery sharp as a Ginsu. He don't think too much about what he been through, just hit the buttons and spin tubes in the rain. His mood never changed and the downpour ain't stopped in a while. He got a lock on the dials and switches his fingers, compile the sickness. Them shiny digits won't rust, he keep them protected with a pair of old gloves. And these days them shit's like gold dust. No bud can't remember the last time that he rolled up, but the cigars keep his chest warm, even though his soul's crushed. He won't budge, this studio his last, and only hope to get a hold of folks. Took him years to construct, searching the lonely roads. Got his pad and a pen, another whiskey, and he at it again. Never had to pretend he got enough material in his head to last till the end. But that word ain't mean much anymore. Plenty war meant the end came and went after the deaths that many saw. Any door he walked through don't provide anybody to talk to, just more loot. He in a first-person shooter with nothing to shoot, and pretty soon the rotten bodies in the soil will have another recruit.
That hole looks
Looks scary, doesn't it? Well, holes are holes.
What's up, y'all? It's your man Doom again, the illest villain. We still broadcasting in this derelict world. It's another dark day, but I ain't run out of whiskey, bars, or cigars, so it's all good. Anyway, we about to let this next joint. Hold on, what the fuck was that? You better show yourself I'm not playing.
Yo, don't shoot. Holy shit, it's Doom, right? I can't believe I found you, man. I done searched around every radio tower in this damn land.
Oh, word? Where the fuck you come from, though? You almost got your head blown off sneaking up like that.
I apologize, my man.
Okay, put your bag down and let me see them hands. You alone?
Yeah, man, it's just me, but there's plenty life across the water.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn well, if what you say is true, we can talk. Stay right there and don't touch nothing. This shit's crazy, y'all. We just came across the first signs of life and who knows how long. I'ma have to end this one right here, but keep an ear out and I'll holler back.
You cook something long enough, you can eat anything. And they were all arguing amongst themselves about how they were going to cook us.
Hit the road, jack your flows whack, get back and don't rap. It's the man in the gold mask, the one that you hung upon, no hat on a coat rack. Get a load of that sunny and stop acting funny. Rappers be soft, like satin bunnies. Doom be satin hoodies and jeans, contemplating what Buddhism means. Crushing the weed, the nuggies as green as the booger on your sleeve. There's like 40 reasons why you should leave the mic alone. He be alright on the beat on his own. You don't even got the balls to speak on the phone with the villain. He gets reception when he deep in the zone, the chrome spark. He keep the iron like Tony Stark and even Napoleon getting blown apart. This dynamite rhyming tight with a Midas touch and a golden heart cobra clutch when he writing bars, no discussion. Hog the mic and roast it, watch him fry. His flows is cooking despite who they knows is looking.
We cooking.
Cooking.
They were going to cook us.
We cooking.
Cooking.
You cook something long enough, you can eat anything.
This notebook sizzle like oil in a pan. If you take the mic next, it'll boil in your hand, spoiling your plans for growth like a lack of soil in a plant. Flows burn holes in the speakers, and we run the streets like the soles in your sneakers. Better tweak your pen game, add some herbs and spice, cause them verses you write ain't worth a bite. Fuck around and get murked twice. Doom, take the first bite, then I'll eat you for dessert. I'm nice with it, serve him a slice of humble pie. Your mumble rhymes ain't enough to compete. We cooking this beat, burn it, apply the heat and turn it up high. Find you something to eat, up in the street serving up rhymes. We cooking. We cooking.
Cooking.
They were going to cook us.
We cooking.
Cooking.
You cook something long enough, you can eat anything.
He's an innovator.
Not a storyteller, just a pure rebeller. Bend a fork and tell him that he's Yuri Geller. You're a dweller, not a doer. Doom a fortune teller, got the future in the palm of his hand. Barter for land with your father, it's all part of the plan. Under your skin like a dermatologist or a germ you're swallowing. Heard you're sorry, you don't deserve apologies. The birds are flocking like circle fossil pits at the first apocalypse. Scribing flawless scriptures real enough to paint a wall of pictures. Talking wisdom through the ball of crystal. He boasts perfection, but don't got no profession. Just rhymes that show direction like show directors. The lonely peasant, a one-man army in his own reflection. No rest for the wicked, no test, this ain't cricket. Unless you a wicked keeper, then he misdeceive ya. Let's talk about the king, no history teacher. He walk you out the ring, so kiss the sneaker. Kinda like a typhoon, stormy as it spins. Lifting stop signs in the air, throwing caution to the wind. But air on the side of it, that's how careful this writer is. Not scared of a virus, he prepared for the signs of it. The architecture could spark a lecture, impressing the smartest dressed art collector, but can't charm the bartender with a smarmy gesture. Don't ask why, it's cause he devised the right type of mind, wise guy. Why skydive, he like it up here. Frightened of fear, but scared never. Tears sever a bear's feathers. There's never been a better innovator. Grab the mic with a tight fist, rapping like this. Rapid high kicks, classic like a black and white flick. Sit and listen to it. Flicking through it isn't music, slipping to a little snooze. The rhythm is a fluid system that maneuvers with a twist until it fuses. Man, this shit can get confusing. He tell a tale quite mellow for the deep mind dweller, chilling in a wine cellar like a wine seller selling wine. Tell the time, 9:29. He better find the time to talk and rhyme. Ripping borderlines in half and you're mortified. He 45 seconds ahead, walking by. You gotta record, rewind and pause the time to catch him talking wise on the paper, disguised as an agent like the guys in the Matrix, passing briefcases across benches for light entertainment.
Now he's the one that fights Godzilla, right?
Shaking his ears, swigging a beer, spitting it weird, shifting the gear, nothing mystical here. Just sit on a chair and get used to it. Pick up a pear, that's a fruit, stupid. Who polluted the beauty of truth in the music? Did you do it? It was you who did it. He cuckoo with it, it's the voodoo wizard with a huge blue hat and some new shoes with it. Turn your stereo into a terradome, serotonin, mellow tones. Not a well-known fella though. Grab a telephone, tell a gnome. Grab a megaphone, let him know the metal's gold. He acquired it from the velodrome and pedaled home.
Now he's the one that fights Godzilla, right?
A new dawn approached. Rumors of more folks across the water sorta restored hope. He'd survived this whole time thanks to the elixir he drank in 22. The mixture was racked, that shit stank, but it gave him the magic of youth. Got it from the 6th bank he raided while bagging some loot from a safety deposit box in the back of the room. He hadn't a clue of its use, but what the hell, ain't shit else to do. Took a swig, it dripped onto the mask and it melted through. His body went through so many different time zones. He contracted a Celtic flu. He still keep a drop or two in the mirrored flask. Lost count of how many years passed since they last feared the blast. But the future's bright, communities reappearing fast. Still got the mic in his bag, standing in a tree, plotting his path from the canopy. He sailed east, but his sanity derailed. No longer narcissistic, though his vanity was frail, reflecting on the waterbout how humanity prevailed. Despite the extinction level event, he think they'll revel again and return to civilization. If the world has a little patience, they'll learn to live as a nation together. But it's too early for that, he gotta escape the weather. And whether he do ain't exactly a given. He don't know his expiration date, so he continued the exploration and left it to fate. The sea did a Mexican wave with the homeland in the distance. He just hoped that they don't have a resistance, and that the tribes ain't mad at what he said on the transmission. This damn mission could go one of two ways. Either he a true great or nothing but a new slave. Making sure he was clipped to the boat, he took a sip of the potion and a dip in the ocean, scaling limits below that most ain't willing to go. Nothing in his vision of note besides some fish in a shoal, and the oxygen tank was running visibly low. So gripping the rope, he head back to the surface, shivering cold, reaching the shore, flinging a cloak round him. He gathered his things soundly in the old brown case. Strolling down to the old town place at a slowed down pace, he glanced at the clock tower and that's when it got sour. Heard the chimes, it was the stroke of midnight. The streets were spooky, the shit just ain't sit right. He hearing faint screams, it sound like a bitch fight. He sit tight against the nearest wall, bells ringing in the distance, he could hear him call. They was announcing his presence, he could only philosophize. Looked at his watch, surprised it was October 30. That's when it hit him, he was the doom that they prophesized. Hallows Eve, feel the shallow breeze as his sleeves stick out the gallows. Pleading for mercy in the shackles, he speaks spells in which the tarot reads. His hands don't reach, so he stand on the seat, both holes narrow. He sees no plans for release despite the gypsy lady in the bangles and beads. Bone marrow weak as an old fallacy. He hold a candle to his cheek in the dark and ramble for weeks. They say the mask distort his pattern of speech. It's a scandal he bleed cause his flow talented as an amputee on a balancing beam. He shattered their dreams and tricked them into sampling treats with a set of phony magical beams. The crystal ball, he smashed it to pieces. No future, but his past is elite due to what he has in his genes. DNA dating back to Adam and Eve. He grow those toffee apples on trees, but in his pocket he packing the peace. In the shadows it seems, in life or death he float down the hole the rabbit had weaved. Attacking the beats clean as a ghost in a satin sheet. He's the phantom they seek, but they can't fathom how he's so deep like the sand on the beach. They want him falling flat on his knees, sat in the street, but he won't have it. He with Alice, it's no wonder he land on his feet.